shit, it's already 4:10. It's already 4:10. Don't smoke them if you got it, because it's fucking 4. It's 4:10 a.m. Do you know where your construction workers are? They're fucking getting ready for... I don't know. Although I'd change that thing. Shit. Should play Timberborn.
People are entitled to their opinion. Remember one
Any
thing.
opinion?
I must have watched like 2 seconds of this because I remember it was like, I think he's like, oh, who won the 2020 election? Oh, listen, man, everybody's entitled to their opinion. It's like, okay, but who won? Oh, the federal judge doesn't need to get that right, man. It's a matter of opinion. It's like, oh, are you sure about that? Sure about that? Are you sure about that?
Stupid opinions are something that people are entitled to have.
Okay,
I don't
just
care.
curious. Is your doctor entitled to believe in the four humors?
Let me.
Is your auto mechanic
Hold on,
entitled to?
Yeah, see, he knows how fucking stupid it is.
The only reason I'm asking this. Wait. The only
Look,
reason
it doesn't matter.
that
to
was
me if it's
obviously a stupid statement.
Of course.
Wait. You obviously just said something very stupid, right?
I'm
just saying there's more evidence for Trump being senile than there ever was for
That
Biden.
is so not true.
Really?
True to the dimensionary. What the hell does that mean?
True to the what?
Well, but I don't know. That's literally what Joe Biden
you brought up.
said.
Man, there's flubbing your words isn't the sign of cognitive decline that we think it is. Man, I flub my words all the fucking time. Well, maybe I'm losing my fucking mind. Could be. But boy, Trump's fucking rambling on and on and on and on. That's way more fucking. That my grandmother used to do that all the time. Or like the word association word salad of jumping topic to topic to topic to topic to topic is just, I don't know, that's way more of a sign for me than anything.
You brought up
Define that word.
that he misspoke.
He misspoke a lot.
Donald Trump misword us.
Uh-huh.
Isn't it crazy that
Yeah.
Biden wasn't a fucking nursing home
You
patient.
fucking got me,
Biden's
you
not a fucking
fucker.
word?
He is a retard. Biden is a demented retard.
You're
I
making
think
fun
it
of a
makes-
car firing on half the cylinders while your car doesn't have any tires. It can't get off the finish line.
Let's introduce these
That guy
two
okay?
men. The first person I would like to introduce up here on
Is
stage
your
is one of
mom.
the biggest live streamers on the planet. In my personal opinion, on the left, he's one of the best debaters in the world. Happy to call him a friend. The one, the only, Destiny.
Oh, jerk
Come
him
up
off a
on
little
stage,
harder.
Destiny. The other guy that I'm inviting on stage right now, you might have heard of him. He's been in the news.
He's a
the last
fucking
couple
loser.
years.
We all hate him.
Former
Welcome to the
congressman.
stage.
He's also
George
told me
Santos.
that he is Jewish. That's what he just told me backstage. Apparently, he used to be a very good volleyball player at Baruch University, and he also has a wonderful sense of humor. I think this is going to be, I know it's going to be a very entertaining debate. The one, the only, former Congressman, Mr. George Santos.
Oh, fuck. I thought that name sounded familiar. I couldn't remember who the fuck that was. Oh, it's this fucking loser.
George and Destiny, thank you guys
Holy shit, George. I can't believe they let you out of prison. Welcome.
for being here today. I'm excited. So we have kind of two prompts. It's a long, loaded debate. So each of you could basically have two affirmative statements to talk about today. So on Destiny's side, you approved of the statement, the modern Republican Party has abandoned the rule of law in exchange for loyalty to Donald Trump. That is the position that you will be defending, Destiny. George, you submitted that the Democratic Party is ignoring election results and opt for coronations instead. So opening statements will open with you. I would like you.
Are you? Is that guy serious? Okay, seriously? Seriously?
To address both points, ideally.
Boy.
And then we'll go to you, open with
Projection. It's real.
and then it's going to be a free-for-all. The moderation is going to be the same as we've done all night. So by and large, I'm going to try to be as neutral as possible. Stay just in between you two.
The shut the
Please,
fuck up
no
app will
slurs
come
on
out.
YouTube, so be TOS friendly. Don't go crazy, okay? Otherwise, I'm going to
Don't go
slap the mic out of your
crazy.
hand.
What you
Other
doing
things
over
to be
there? You
aware of,
going
if you
crazy?
interrupt to a point where I can't even hear who's saying what, I'm going to pause you guys, but you can be spicy, okay?
Yeah, you fucking would, wouldn't
Go
you?
ahead, have fun. Interruptions make debates and conversations, I think, flow better, if I'm being honest.
Ready to go?
Woo!
Yeah,
All right.
let's go.
Take it away.
Wow, actually, you know what? I fucking fully agree.
Hi, Dad.
Especially when you have a question to ask.
Hello, George. How's it
Okay,
going?
now we can.
Hello, George.
Jesus,
What are you doing, Georgie boy?
That last
We
guy
all
was a
float
warm-up.
down
What-
here.
Hang on, guys. No, I'm just kidding. I think the current administration has a novel
Agua.
interpretation of how
Agua.
the U.S. government works, and by U.S. government I mean exclusively the White House. Whether you're talking foreign affairs and you're talking murdering Venezuelans that are off the coast of South America, and having absolutely no regard for international law or norms, whether you're talking about continuing on in this Iran war, which is now an illegal war.
I only assume this guy's security back here, but boy, he's looking pretty mountain man back there.
Which Congress and the Republicans have completely abdicated their duty on
Sorry.
restraining the president on.
Distracted by men with
Whether we're
beards. What
talking
can I
about
say?
The slew of hilariously vapid and stupid indictments that are coming out from the White House.
doesn't
that are
like a
trying
good
to
mountain
make it
man?
So apparently, every right-wing movement that wasn't real in the United States actually was really real, but they were only really real because the SPLC was secretly funding all of them. There's just absolutely no honest engagement with the structure of the government, with how it's supposed to work in any part of this administration, in a way that is
Very wrong. There's no
so
honest
far and away
engagement at
from
all.
anything
Not
we've
even
ever
in the
seen
structure of the
in
government,
this
just at
country
all.
before, except for maybe in Trump 1, where he was still restrained by people that knew how government functioned. I honestly have no idea what a defensive rule of law is going to look like. I anticipate bringing up something like Obama weaponizing the IRS, which never happened, which is why there were no criminal charges for it, and why there was no serious investigation that said as much. We could try to bring up Obama assassinating a U.S. citizen, an opinion that he went to his Office of Legal Counsel for. They said it was probably okay. This guy was a terrorist overseas. Nobody sought to hold Obama accountable for this. We try to make some comparisons, but nothing reaches the level of just blatant disregard for structure of government as what we have right now with the Trump administration. I don't think I've ever seen federal authorities murder U.S. citizens and then be whisked away to freedom by the same federal government that says that they're doing it for our own good to enforce immigration law. As for the second prompt,
We're not making gears.
What was his? He's defending
Oh,
what?
we are. Yeah. Okay.
Oh boy, you got me. Democratic Party is ignoring election results and opt for coronations instead.
I mean, this is the same party where I don't know if this is like mass programming that they do behind the scenes, where they all have to get.
I need more space. Paper.
Joe Biden was certified the winner of the 2020 presidential election, and they can't even answer honestly for who won that election. I can't think of anything more to do with coronations than the Republican Party when it comes to Donald Trump. I feel like these people think that Trump has won the past 4 elections and think that he's going to win the next one even if he doesn't run. So I don't know. I mean, we can talk about the Kamala Biden thing. That was far from a coronation.
What about Plattner?
What about
Ooh.
Plattner? He's gone, isn't he?
Who's replacing him?
Well, we don't know yet, but it's a pretty awkward position. But those are my openers. We can go back further. You can give your openers. Go for it.
You know what? Sorry
You're
for
welcome.
interjecting
Go
there.
ahead.
It was very hard to say shut. But from the rule of law and the Department of Justice, I'm going to start there, obviously, because I have a bone or two to pick of how I feel on that.
You have a boner to pick? That's fucking weird.
As far as rule of law, the way that you characterize it, it's overly broad. The way that Destiny put it forward, I think it's a little bit more specific, and there's a lot more nuance in the sense of the SPLC was in fact
I don't know why you're laying over there.
funding radical organizations. It's delineated in the indictment because last I checked, Democrats love looking at indictments when it's somebody like me being indicted. And a lot of people probably in this room went line by line, made memes. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. It just made my cameos more expensive.
Wait, just to check the audio. Did you say indicted or convicted?
Well, I'm talking about indictment.
Oh, fucking got him.
When it comes to people like me and you look through an indictment, you guys go line by line. And as I said, thank you for that. My cameos were amazing. But in all seriousness, when you start looking at it for what it is, you guys will not have a single opposition to anything that's in an indictment against somebody like.
Woke up drier than a fucking popcorn fart today,
but the
man.
moment you put the shoe on the other hand, oh, this is all fake. On the other foot, whatever. Like I can sit here and.
Yeah, wouldn't that be crazy that some things would be true and some things would be lies? That's crazy, guys. That's crazy. Can't you all see how crazy that is, bro? Shut the fuck up.
All backwards. Like I famously said, I can chew and walk gum. I don't give a fuck. Oh, sorry. I can?
Honest to God, this guy does not look like the same guy. Prison fucking wrecked this guy. He looks completely different from his other fucking photos. Oh, maybe I've seen him more just wearing... Yeah, there it is with the glasses. Holy fuck, it does work for Superman.
Oh,
this guy's just the opposite of whatever Superman is.
Oh, sorry. All right. So, so the point that I'm trying to make is, yes, it is bad what the SPLC did. Is it hard for you to admit that funding the KKK is bad, Destiny?
Are you done with your openers?
No, I'm not done with it. That was a question in the middle of my opener.
I think that having people that serve as informants, I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing.
You think that's the limitation of what the funds were for?
That's my understanding, is to gather information, yeah.
That's fair. That's a fair.
Well, that's what's in the indictment, right?
That's a fair answer.
That's what's in the indictment.
I agree. But funding anything like the KKK, I don't care if it's an informant. I don't think we need to fund.
Oh, really? So any dollar that...
Oh, he's about to say something so stupid. I watched a little bit of this.
No, what I'm saying is we don't need an informant to know that the KKK is bad at this point.
What? That's not what we're getting information about, you fucking absolute peanut of a human. We pay informants to get current information and surveillance things and shit like that. Like, and unfortunately, like, no offense, all offense, take it as it is. Ain't nobody gonna want to do informant work for free. There's gonna have to be some sort of transactional event that happens, whether it's for reduced sentences, whether it's for maybe you look the way on simple crimes for more for fucking helping take down more complex things, or it's just literally a little bit of grease in the palm, as it's known, for the informants to actually spill the beans type deal. Like, this is you're potentially putting somebody. Well, the person is putting themselves in a pretty dangerous situation when it comes to informing about some of these organizations and shit. Of course they're going to want to be paid. How fucking stupid are you?
It's 2026.
Well, it's not to let us know the KKK is bad. It's to keep informed on like things they might do in the future, right?
I understand.
Also, it's the SPLC, which is not. It's not the.
I understand. Yeah. All right. So, and then on my position, and I'm just gonna go with this, and then we'll just get into it because I don't want to be too long-winded. Democrats ignore primary voters, and I'm not saying this to be cute. Joe Biden was nominated to be president, even though the people had issues with him and knew that his performance wasn't going to be the same. I'm not going to sit here and make attacks at the former president. Okay, it's just not my MO. You know that because we've interacted before. Attacking is not my thing. I rather make fun of it, but not attack it. It's not cool. So
the fuck is Ken Paxton?
There were obvious.
Ken Paxton feels like. Oh. This douche. Well, that would explain why his article has quotation marks around hate group. I don't know if there's anybody that ever tries to convince you that there aren't groups that just solely exist around the idea of hating a certain group of people. You're lost in the sauce, my friend. You're either ignorant, stupid, or a liar. So.
Problems with Joe Biden and the capacity for him to perform, especially running circles around somebody like Donald Trump, who's going to literally make a meme out of the entire race. And we knew that was going to happen, right? So then they go and do the whole switcheroo with Kamala, completely ignored the Democrat.
Also, you can't... Jay, sorry. If you as like the Southern Poverty Law Center are funding somebody to get information about these groups to keep like tabs on them or win cases or do shit like that. I don't know. You can't be held responsible for what they do with the money. I'm sorry. That's just not how that works. You can't, you're not a part of that group. It's not funding them. You're pretty, like if CSIS goes and gives somebody money for information on something that's about to happen, and then that person turns around, buys a car, and gets into a fucking accident, are you like, look, CSIS is paying for people to get into accidents? No, that's fucking stupid.
Base. And now they're doing the same thing in Maine. Remember that Graham Plattner had a lot of these allegations already out there, and still 145,000 Mainers went out there and said, we don't care, we want him as our candidate. And then all of a sudden, the DC establishment is like, no, we can't afford this. It's going to look bad, because all of a sudden, polling in the general started to look bad. And once again, the Democrats are ignoring the democratic process.
That's not... You just said that people wanted him, and then my guess is when all this came out and people were more informed on what the fuck was going on, they're probably like, yeah, you know what, I don't really like what this guy is into. Because realistically, at the end of the day, if Plattner believed he could still win on all that shit, there's probably no doubt in my mind that they'd still run him.
That took place, and they're going to find somebody to put a crown on their head and say, this is our candidate. That's wrong. I think we're all better than that.
Sorry, how many times did Trump debate the other candidates in 20? How many times? Oh, 0? Shit, my bad.
And I think we should do better, and Democrats want to criticize us, but this is the way that they're behaving with their elections, and I think it's reprehensible, and I'll leave it at that.
Go ahead. It's open.
Holy fuck, that was just his opening.
It is. Can we agree that every single person right now, every judge, anybody that made it to any position of the government that couldn't honestly answer who won the 2020 election should be removed when the next president is certified?
No, I disagree. People are entitled to their opinion. Remember one thing.
Any opinion?
Stupid opinions are something that people are entitled to have.
Okay,
I don't care.
Just curious, is your doctor entitled to believe in the four humors?
Okay. Let me.
Is your auto mechanic entitled to believe? Like,
Bill,
I'm just curious where the the only reason I'm asking this. Wait, the only reason I'm asking
it doesn't matter.
That was obviously a stupid statement.
Of course.
Wait. You obviously just said something very stupid, right?
That
anyone.
You basically big dum dum, right? Big dum dum, bring gum gum.
We're sitting next to a bingo, right? Where these are people that are holding official. I don't want anybody to have a random opinion if they're nominated to be a federal judge. I want to feel like they know and understand
Are you sure about
the
that?
law and can
Are you
answer
sure
basic
about that?
questions sometimes of law and fact.
Justice
and if they don't
Jackson.
even know who won the 2020 election, why would I trust them to?
Miss Jackson. Ooh, I am
Define what a woman was.
Is that a question before the court right now? What do you mean?
No, it's not. But you're saying about stupid questions. When you're being nominated to be the Supreme Court Justice of the United States and you're asked, what's a woman? I'm not a biologist. I can't define that. You see what I'm saying?
Do you think that it's easier to give a concrete, simple definition of what is a woman versus who won the 2020 election?
Yes.
Really?
It's as simple as
Is the 2020 election that difficult, or?
No, I think it's simple. It's simple to answer who won the 2020 election. I think it's.
I can do that in one word. How many
words
words does it take for you to define a woman? Look, who won 2020 election? Biden. See how easy that was? It was one word, single word, super easy.
Biden won the 2020 election. I think you got the wrong guy up here.
No,
I'm
I'm not asking about
but
you.
I did
You're not
say
in a-
Joe Biden won the election.
You're not a federal judge and you're not in cabinet positions where these things are coming up. I'm saying that all of the people appointed who can't honestly.
Also, boy, the obsession with this, what is a woman? What is a woman? What is a woman? I was like, okay, are you afraid you're going to find somebody who you don't think is quote unquote a woman attractive? Is that your issue? Because realistically, who cares? It's just a label that we try to use to communicate a certain idea or the image of a thing to another person. Like if you're looking, it was funny. We had a truck driver tell us a story the other day where, I mean, it was kind of a sexist story, but it was funny in the sense of like, that's fucking awkward. Where they're like, they see this, what they assume is a woman down the street, long hair, type bod, and they're like, oh wow, she's really good looking. And one of the guys had gone to go and like kind of chat her up type deal, and ended up realizing when got over there it was a dude. And they were all kind of like a little awkward and stuff. Like, it's like, man, it's like that right there is the point, that you can see from a distance. There's certain things that we know culturally. It's like this is kind of what, when we describe a womanese, they're gonna look like. But just because there's certain things that are gonna be in that box, it doesn't mean they're rigid in that box. Like there's gonna be a few characteristics that we're gonna go, oh, this is attached specifically to female woman, right? And that's fine. But boy, people's this obsession with like, what's a woman? What's a woman? What's a woman? And it's like, okay, bro, like we get it. You don't want to be attracted to the penis. It's okay.
Who won the 2020 election? They're doing it because
like that's literally it, in my opinion. But whatever.
That's my opinion. Now, if you want me to go observe and see what other
fuck,
I'll give an example. I was on the ballot.
Fuck, we said the same thing. Oh fuck, now I gotta go jump.
In 2020, by the way, in New York for Congress. It was my first run. 2 days after the election, I
run over a person with my car.
I don't know. I think it was like 4,000 votes, 4,500 votes, something like that. It was enough ahead that I got invited to go down to orientation in D.C., right?
Wow.
So I'm there, whatever, doing my thing. And then absentee ballots come in. It was 17,000 absentee ballots. Majority of them were military. Military ballots were breaking, I think it was like 60-40 for Republicans. Everybody's like, oh my God, you might have just pulled off the biggest upset in the country right now. I'm like, not going to celebrate before every single miserable ballot is counted. 7 days after the election.
Before every, look at that, hear that word, every miserable ballot is counted. And you're talking about democratic process? Fuck you, you fucking loser. The democratic process is the fucking ballots. You waste of fucking skin. How dare you fucking degrade the actual process of democracy while you fucking sit here and chastise others for so supposedly not following it. You disgusting piece of shit.
The cutoff for absence.
You should be talking favorably about democracy. Fuck it. Take fucking 6 days to count the ballots. I don't give a shit. What the fuck is the hurry? At the end of the day, they're gonna get counted. It's gonna happen. Who cares? Why are you such a cunt?
Ballots to come in. Andrew Cuomo goes on TV and says, it has been brought to my attention that there's a lot of ballots in the USPS, wherever, I don't know where, and I am going to now extend for 3 more days for ballots to be delivered. Now,
yeah, mail is fucking slow, bro. They're like, we used to send mortgage documents through the mail. Does that make it any less valid? We used to send kids through the mail. Does it make those kids any less valid? Like, we send tons. The government sends you documents all the time through the fucking mail, and it takes time for them to get processed and dealt with. Does it make it any less valid? Like, why is all of a sudden, oh my God, the mail-in ballots, oh my God, oh my God, what happens if, holy shit, and they're all fucked. It's like, bro, there's still certification processes for these fucking things. And even in times when there was just a dude that was part of the government. Like former congressman charged with ballot stuffing and bribery. Like, what is this? Hang on. Yeah, Michael Ozzy Myers, 77. This. And this guy, like, straight up fucking admitted it. I mean, 2.5 years is definitely not, but. At 1970. Jeez. That took way too long to fucking figure out. Also, fuck you. It doesn't matter what if you're. I don't know.
That's changing election law after election day. You should have prepared for this before election.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. Yeah, man. Oh, there's no evidence the crimes changed the outcome of any election. It doesn't matter. You still did the crime. And then what's really frustrating, sorry, fighting a cat. What's really frustrating is they're like, oh, you should give him bail. No, man, go serve your time. Yeah, I'm sorry. You're all it is you're just lucky it didn't change the outcome of shit. Because that's pretty some disgusting stuff, whether you're doing it for Democrats or Republicans.
I think that's a fair thing.
That's fucked up.
He changed election law after election day, right? And allowed for ballots to come in a little longer. Post-dated by election day. I'm not saying that the post date was different, but afterwards.
I think that's fine. If shit's post-dated, that's fine. As long as it's in the mail before election day, that's totally fine.
Kind of fishy. And
no, not really.
70,000 ballots came in.
Hang on, why would it be fishy? Why wouldn't it? Couldn't I just, if I really wanted to, why would I even have to change the law? I would just post-date, or I would just get a whole bunch of fucking mail-in ballots and send them way before the fucking date that they're due in, and totally be fine. Why would all of a sudden changing of the date to be like, hey, as long as it's post-dated in the mail by this day? Like, if it's really so coordinated to be all fucky, they would just coordinate getting things in on time.
My race. I lost the race, whatever. I conceded. I didn't agree with the way that it took place, but people have questions, dude. That's really if things like that did happen, I would mount some legal insanity.
Just because you have questions doesn't mean it's a valid question.
That did happen. And that's a localized issue.
Did somebody sue him over this?
I didn't. I was the only one entitled to sue,
and I chose
Did anybody sue
him over this?
No, I chose not to.
So
why?
Why?
If democracy is so important to you, and you're this belief that it's being basically weaponized against you to make you lose elections, why wouldn't you challenge it? That seems super sus.
Yes, and I chose
if it was such a flagrant abuse of the law, why did nobody sue him over it?
The reason I chose not to.
Because they didn't have the balls. Could we build a massive energy infrastructure all the way out here?
The Republican establishment.
It was my decision to make, and my decision was no.
Think
Why not?
that twerp could lie.
You don't think you could have asked any other
Not
Republican?
twerp
You don't think they would have cared?
It's
No
not-
Koch
it's
brothers, no
not-
Trump funding, no fundraising, nobody else.
It wasn't about fundraising because we did have
Do you
Okay, so I understand what you're saying. So you've given me
when
your
the
personal opinion
funding
that you
was
felt like
raising
Cuomo shouldn't have
and
done what he felt was in his job as a governor to make sure all the ballots were counted. I understand Republicans
I
don't like it when
understand
all the votes are counted.
I understand
and your
ballots
issue
need to
with
be
that,
counted.
and your issue with that is that somehow that was against an election process that he was trying to get all the ballots counted, but you didn't challenge it.
No.
And somehow this is supposed to make
No.
way about people not acknowledging
I'm
who won the
not-
2020 election.
I'm going to say this again. I'm not saying that this is some minor. This is literally changing procedural election law after election day. Period. It's
You
wrong.
can't hype it up this much and then tell me, but nobody decided to sue over it.
I chose not to sue
Why?
over it.
Then
It wasn't worth the squeeze. I was seeing. It
wasn't worth a seat in Congress?
Let me put it this way.
That's so
I
crazy.
saw what was unfolding across the country, right? As everything started unfolding, all the lawsuits, everybody, and I saw where it was going, and there was a narrative. The courts were already rendering opinions, dismissing cases. I just didn't want to go through that.
Because so many of the cases were bad cases.
Probably. Probably.
Probably.
there were
Okay.
bad
You're
cases-
you're asking me to argue something that I'm not going to argue.
Well, because when I gave an opinion,
I don't even think they're all bad cases.
when I gave an opinion, you
I
seemed
think
to
they were
disagree.
poorly presented.
And then what does that say about the case?
Well, I think some of the lawyers are bad. I mean, I'm going to sit here and I'm going to get a lot of flack, but like when you give
Bad lawyer.
a case, you're fucking certifiable.
Well, what does it say if the only lawyers willing to take these cases on are shitty lawyers?
Well, then don't take the case or find a better lawyer. There are
If good lawyers don't wanna-
there were good lawyers who did take cases.
Really?
But because of lawyers like Sidney Powell, they got completely destroyed because she set such dangerous, poor precedent to even argue the preface.
I don't know about that one, Chief.
I
She's a
submit
nut
to
job.
you that if the only lawyers that are willing to take on the cockamamie ideas that a person is putting forward, it's probably because those ideas are
Cockamamie.
ideas. They're bad ideas. They're bad cases. They were from the start. That's why nobody with any air of legitimacy wanted to touch any of them. That's why Barr quit weeks before the actual electoral count. Like every single part of how Trump has conducted himself has left it so that only the most I don't even know what you call these people. The Lindsay Halligans, the insurance lawyers of the world, will even take jobs.
Oh shit! What was it doing? My God!
I don't think that is an accident. I don't think that Trump can have bad cases that only bad lawyers are willing to take on, and then blame the bad lawyers like he did with Bondi when things don't pan out exactly the way he wants it to. I think we can probably.
Are you sure about that?
They're probably bad cases, and I think that past that, we should say, yeah, he lost 2020. It's pretty simple. I think that if you're going to be adjudicating a case in federal court, I don't want a judge in front of me to not know who would have won the 2020 election. I don't want them making any decision about anything about law or fact anywhere near me if they can't even answer that question.
Okay. All right.
Okay,
sure. We don't want a judge that can't define the 2020 election in simple terms, right?
But do we want somebody who can't define what a woman is? Fucking God.
I understand what you're saying, but I'm going to go back to the statement I made earlier about Ketanji Jackson, or whatever her name is, Justice Jackson.
Who cares? Who cares, right?
I don't think trying to trap somebody on a gender definition for the trans obsession stuff. She's
going to have to hear cases on women's health.
Then she can write her opinion on those cases on women's health, and you can see if you.
You know, there's a much bigger and he knows, like, this is the problem with these people. Honest to God, these people. Like George Santos, they know better. They know what they're arguing is bullshit. That's why I gotta think. Hang on, let me think my thoughts, because when this guy argues, it's all in bad faith. I can hear it, but I don't know if I can properly communicate why it's bad faith. Instead of dealing with, because everybody knows there's two different severities. Like if we're talking like if there's like different DEFCON levels, okay? I don't know the DEFCON levels, so I'm about to fuck it up, but I'm pretty sure DEFCON 1 is the worst. DEFCON 5 is like chill. You have these different sliding scales of shit. Yeah, okay, there might be issues that arise from like somebody, maybe we don't really know what a woman is. Women's health. We don't really know who to include. Things like that. Okay, yeah, you're right. There could be some issues that arise from that, but that is worlds apart from somebody being like, yeah, I don't even believe that election took place, and I'm gonna go make rulings about democracy around that fucking idea that the election was bullshit and the person that was president for 4 years actually didn't win that seat and it was all a conspiracy. Like, that's fucking way different from like, when questions of women's health comes up, we might have a little bit of a struggle to properly define what it is we want to include with that, what is a woman type thing. And two worlds fucking apart. And the thing is, somebody like George Santos here that has lived this life and done this career, he knows what he's arguing is bullshit. Because he knows that all it is to misdirect, hopefully away from the actual topic at hand, get absolutely bogged in the minutia, so that at the end of the day he can puff out his chest and walk away and be like, didn't I get him so good on that what is a woman thing, guys? Fucking got him.
Disagree with what?
What is a woman? That's important.
Yeah, but I don't know if she's going to commit to some answer here that's going to be used against her in the future. It's not.
It's not.
I don't know if that's a simple answer. Even Jordan Peterson didn't give a simple answer in the "What Is a Woman" documentary with Matt Walsh. Like to try to say that you can simply define some gender, whatever. Like if we're talking for health.
I mean, the thing is, realistically, between the genders that we have, it's a Venn diagram, right? Certain things are going to fall. A lot of things are going to fall in the middle, and then there's going to be very few select outlying things that are specific to a female and specific to a male, usually just entirely fucking genitalia and chromosomes. That's literally it. But we recognize that if you're at least not an idiot, you recognize that there is a distinct sex and gender thing in the way that things have changed how women present and men present throughout fucking history, and roles that women take on and men take on throughout history, all human fucking civilization. I think we're actually a little more rigid about those definitions now, or what we expect men and women to do in ways nowadays. And it was the case, too, that they had rigid things that men and women were supposed to do, all throughout human history and shit like that. But this obsession with it is just, it's weird. It's just not the same.
stuff, then sure, adult human female has ovaries, whatever. You want to say that's fine. But to pretend like that clearly, massively ideologically motivated question, and I think it's interesting you bring this up as an example because I think it cuts to the core of the issue, is that when you look at a Republican and you ask them, like, what is 1 + 1? They'll look back at you and they'll say, like, well, do you think a fetus is a human? And they act like this is the same type of question. You're laughing, but it's true. You bring the most ideologically loaded questions, and if you don't have a clear-cut answer for that, then it's like, I don't know. Is the sky blue? Is the dirt brown? I don't know. I can't answer it.
Is the sky blue?
Kind of
is the dirt brown?
We're doomed. And having any other greater conversation topic is like, what's next? Is the president going to convince people that a camouflage guy was taking a machine and hacking apart the?
Oh wait, he's already done that.
Like, is that going to be the next? Like, which he's doing right now, that's an open lie that Trump is selling, right? Or is it going to be Trump on Truth Social saying, I need a lawyer to go and prosecute these 3 individuals, and I don't even care if it's an insurance lawyer like Lindsay Halligan and who's going to be appointed and do it, and she doesn't even know how to fucking run an indictment? This person's never been in a criminal court in her life? This is where we're at.
I just knew I was going to come in here and I was going to have to talk about the goddamn reflection poll. I just knew it. I knew it. You weren't going to let it slide.
Republicans need to do some reflecting, okay?
Oh, my God.
Ooh, fucking got him.
Anyway,
Get wrecked, bud. Get absolutely fucking wrecked.
Oh, wow. Anyway.
I mean, it really is a microcosm for the whole kind of...
It's just such a weird place to hang up this entire...
The Republicans chose it. They chose it, though.
I get it. I get it. Like, okay, so President Trump wanted to make it prettier. It didn't work out. Are we really going to spend the next year talking about the reflection pool?
Why? He wants to talk... You want to talk about the woman trans issues for 27
determined.
Years? I think it's funny.
She said yes. Oh, my God. Who was it?
It's funny.
I mean, yes.
A clear-cut example.
Yeah, I was just going to say, Destiny's going to say it, but I want to say it anyways, because I want to sound big brain, okay? Fuck. If a person lies about the simple stuff, they're going to lie about more complicated things. Because realistically, the simple things are easy to verify, and when they're easy to verify and you're going to lie about them anyways, it's like, oh shit, damn, that means you're going to lie about the things that are harder to verify, and you're going to basically end up gaslighting the person that you're lying to be like, oh no, just because I lied about the little things doesn't mean I'd lie about something like that. That's crazy. And it is such a microcosm that, man, this guy, no matter what he does, he cannot do it in an honest fucking way. Because realistically, with the reflecting pool, it'd be so easy to come out and be like, shit. We wanted to repaint the surface. We wanted to make it so that it would last a good long while, right? That would include not driving over it when it was fucking empty, right? Hiring a contractor that was going to do decent work if you're going to spend all this money anyways, and then being honest when it fell apart. Well, oh shit, like the contractor did this, it didn't stick, it didn't work, our bad, we're going to redrain it, and we're going to get them back to fix it for free. Because they were supposed to do a job, it was supposed to last, but it's not our bad. We hired this contractor thinking they were decent and they'd do it. They didn't. That would be what a normal administration would do, an honest administration would do. But you're not going to see that out of the Trump administration. Instead, it's somebody else's problem. Somebody else did something. Somebody else. It's always somebody else with Donald Trump. It's never Donald Trump fucking up. I mean, to be fair, listening to that man speak right now, I don't think he has the mental capacity to actually take responsibility for anything. But, it is what it is.
Said it. Oh, proud of you. You need better friends. She's just literally.
Looks away from the crocodile that's approaching because they're scared. The reflection pool is a perfect microcosm of this administration, and we can map from that on to literally, his son getting $700 million no-bid contracts for the DoD, to Witkoff running around with Liberty Financial cutting deals all over the world, to the disaster that is the Iran war. I mean, we can talk about literally any of these topics. All of them are turning out the exact same way. And it's not like a mistake from one to the other, where these things are just randomly happening over and over again.
Were you this upset when Hunter Biden got the Burisma contract? I'm just asking. I'm not debating you on any of that.
Tim Pool made more in 1 year than Hunter Biden made in all of his tenure of Burisma, of which the Republicans had like 7 different committees investigate. The DOJ investigated.
But were you upset?
Wait, real quick.
I don't care about all that. I'm asking about, were you upset about that?
I'm trying to remember. What was he ever charged with?
A gun charge that I disagreed with. I actually
Nothing.
I disagreed.
He didn't do anything wrong with Burisma.
Well, but didn't you see it as a bad sign of impropriety as the son of the vice president? Well, you're
not
just
really.
pointing out Don Jr. and this and that and that. I'm like, kind of same concept. No, were you upset? That's all I'm asking.
Just to be clear, you think that Donald Trump's child getting a no-bid, record-high contract from Donald Trump's Department of Defense is the same as Hunter Biden, who I think made the majority of his Burisma money when Biden wasn't even the vice president anymore? That's the comparison we're going with?
That's not true. He was a vice president.
For the beginning of it, but he worked up to the...
He got it because his dad was a vice president.
What do you mean? He's been on boards. He was part of the... It's like UNICEF or some health board. He had been on boards of major companies before he did the Burisma thing.
Because his father had influence.
Because what?
Because of his father's influence.
As a senator?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to say that because his dad is a senator, fine. But even that statement is different than trading on his father's name.
He was trading on his father's
It's connected here, and then we're gonna have to find a way to connect it
Where's the proof of that?
all the way over to here. Oh wait, hang on. We can do.
Something more than that. The Republicans investigated this for like.
But
the Republicans
put
for years.
The Republicans
first guy
put
that
James
informed-
Comer,
What?
the worst Republican in the House. The guy's actually certifiably deaf with hearing.
Although we could move.
We chose to
What I think I might do is end up moving a lot of this industry over here. Play this area, and we'll have an industry industrial section over here.
It's all bad lawyers. It's all bad investigators. It's all bad. What does that say?
It's everybody else's fault. This is the thing. This is the playbook. Everything else is everybody else's fault. It's never your fault.
They had
There's a reason why. Wait,
Oh.
at some point, certain
Two of 'em are
people
homeless.
understand all of this incompetence pursuing these things. Perhaps it's not the incompetence. Perhaps
Shit, they're having kids. Stop having kids. I wish you could
Maybe, possibly.
don't have the kids button.
incompetence in the Democrat.
No fucking
Show
button.
me anything. Do you want to compare the Jack Smith indictments to any of the indictments from Bondi? Are we serious right
Oh
now?
no, Bond. I'm not going to talk about Bondi. That's low hanging fruit. I don't do that.
Okay, that was
That's
our
just
Attorney
me.
General of the United States of America.
I'm
who's the
very,
top chief,
I'm very aware.
Attorney. Okay,
It's
yeah.
just-
I think it says
I don't
something
do
about our
mean-
DOJ
I don't do
that she was
mean girl
headed by a
comments.
person that you think it's like punching down to even speak about them. So, but okay. What?
Really?
Yeah, she's a fucking retard. What? What do you want me to say? She came from Florida, okay? So what do you want me to say? Jeez, they breed them there. Just kidding. Sorry. I live in Florida. No, I can say that. So.
Oh, is that true? Is that true? No, seriously.
What?
Look,
We could go. We could try to move on to your point.
get
It's
so
bad.
exhausted because this is the same talking point I'm sorry to the audience and I'm sorry to people at home because I think this.
Oh shit! I bet you they can't.
Other people, just plug and play, whoever it is, and we have the same conversations and circulating.
Because the Republicans keep lying
virus
about
law.
it. Yes.
But you guys only.
Yeah, but if you does it not make you stop and pause? Be like, shit. People keep asking me these same fucking questions. Why do they keep asking me this? Like, at no point is it a point of pause and self-reflection to you? Why do they keep asking you these same questions? Isn't it kind of weird? Oh, road cycle. Bar the gates. I don't know. That would give me pause and self-reflection if somebody kept asking me the same questions over and over again. It'd probably mean that I'm missing something.
Because you guys won't acknowledge what's happening, and now we're here.
You guys wouldn't acknowledge weekends at Bernie's for 4 years.
Acknowledge what?
Literally, the White House was.
Bro, you want to talk about Weekend and Bernie's? Where the fuck is Mitch McConnell? Where is Bitch McConnell? Okay, where's Bitch McConnell right now? Nowhere. Exactly. He's supposedly in a fucking, doing fine in the hospital. But like, come on, man. Fucking wait.
For 4 years.
What is that? Was that
Biden was checked out and AutoPen was running the country. There's a whole portrait on the White House. It must be true. It's hanging in the White House.
Didn't they drop that AutoPen investigation?
Oh,
they
no.
did, didn't they?
No,
because
they did not.
they did.
It's
Because you know
still
why?
ongoing.
It's not. Because they made it up. You know there's no evidence for the AutoPen thing, right? Hold on. Are you even willing to admit that? There's zero evidence that Biden AutoPenned a single thing?
Are you serious?
Yes.
Oh, no, you're serious now. I'm actually shocked.
Are you for cereal? Are you for cereal right now?
Come on, Steven.
Come on, Steven.
You're going to say that
Not
Biden
only
never
was
used
there
the
no
auto
evidence
pin?
for it, do you think right now that we are getting the full truth about Trump's health?
I have no reason not to believe so.
Why did Trump brag about getting 3 good MRIs like in a row?
Oh, girls
Do you think he
gotta
visits
get an
the hospital
MRI
for
to
fun?
make sure everything's in check.
Why is it that his doctor? Why is it his
What's wrong with an MRI now? Are we anti-MRIs too?
Why? Well,
When you're constantly going for them. I've been for 10 MRIs this year. Wow, man, that sounds like a lot of MRIs. You doing okay? Oh, we're just anti-MRIs now? Okay, buddy. Like, fucking get wrecked, dude.
I thought you were the
anymore,
party
so who
of
knows?
healthcare.
Jeez.
Oh my God, let the guy have MRIs. You people
so
are
they're lying about
awful.
Trump's.
What? It's not a fucking Sunday drive that you're going for getting an MRI. You're talking, this is quite the procedure. You got to get prepped. You got to go in the fucking... You got to go in the tube of fucking magnets? Like, are you serious? What the fuck? What the fuck?
Jesus.
You know they're lying about Trump's
Oh
health.
my God, we're
You know they're lying
universal
about Trump's
health care.
health.
The president gets 3 MRIs. Why did he get 3 MRIs? Like, are you serious now? Is that your big issue?
They're lying about his health.
He's fine. He's alive. Unlike, look,
Is he-
questionable about McConnell. If we're going to talk about McConnell, we don't even know if he's alive.
Donald Trump. So what? Nicki Minaj is part of the government now. What did they say?
No.
The Islamic Republic
Shut up.
the Islamic
No.
Republic of Japan.
No. Keep Nikki's name out your mouth.
We had Putin instead of Zelensky. Donald Trump is.
Oh shit, Kyla's in between both of them. I didn't realize she was still there.
Why are you going after Nikki randomly?
Because Donald Trump
That's
brought up her
hateful.
name on accident. He misspoke. That's what I'm bringing.
She's
yeah.
amazing. That's why.
You're
You
not even
meet
aware.
her, she
Oh, this is
graces your
the
life.
Republican
Stop.
tactic. I didn't
No,
hear about that. I didn't
just
hear about
fuck-
this thing. I
fuck
didn't hear about that.
I have been a
Bum,
barb.
bum, bum, bum.
She became a
I didn't hear about that.
Bum, bum,
I
bum,
know, there's
bum,
more
bum,
evidence
bum.
for Trump being senile than there ever was for
That
Biden.
is so not true.
Really?
True to the century. What the hell does that mean?
True to the what?
Well, but I don't know. That's literally what
Sure.
Joe Biden
You brought
said.
up. So you brought up the
Define that word.
that he misspoke.
He misspoke a lot.
Donald
Okay.
Trump misword us.
Oh.
I mean, who do you want?
Get
I want
wrecked.
comparison to be between. Apparently, if
Get
Biden
wrecked.
was senile,
Get
if
wrecked.
Biden was senile,
Get
I will take
wrecked.
Biden senile to
Get
whatever Trump is
wrecked.
right now, because whatever you call this is not working. I have never seen. Here's the thing.
If
I
not
never-
twerking.
Hers 1 inch to Ukraine, they'll be held to pay. It's been 4 years, almost 5.
Oh yeah, and what was the day 0? I'm gonna have a peace deal with Russia. I'm gonna have a peace deal with Hamas. I'm gonna have no new wars. We want to compare foreign policy records between Biden and Trump? We could do that if you want. It's not on the list, but I
You're
mean-
talking about cognitive decline. I'm talking about I'm talking about cognitive decline. You want to pivot? We can pivot.
I'm talking
we can
about
talk
cognitive
foreign
decline. You're
policy.
talking
Bro, you accusing other people of pivoting? That's really funny. Bro, you're a fucking basketball player that doesn't want to pass the fucking ball, bro. You are fucking pivoting hardcore back and forth. I don't know what fucking fantasy world you're living in, but
We just talked
okay.
about cognitive decline, and then you pivoted to foreign policy. We can pivot, but let's finish cognitive decline first, and then we
When
can
the
pivot to foreign
music
policy.
was
Donald Trump's
silent
executive orders explained to
tonight.
him when they were handed to him for him to sign. He didn't have any
Every
idea.
single president. Has
Sorry, I'm just saying because
Because when I googled that, because I was curious if that was true, and Biden
conversation is pointless.
before he went and signed
That
them,
is
which
not
crazy.
true.
It
If
is.
you see the first 21 executive orders that Joe Biden signed
God,
the day he was
first
sworn in,
21.
every single one of them, it's on video, was
Okay.
handed to him. Mr. President, this one is now the executive order on, and then blah, 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 blah.
Oh fuck, buddy, you are. This man is the personal embodiment of just stepping on rakes repeatedly. There was literally one of the first videos from Trump was when he had things to fucking sign. He'd be like, "Oh, what's this for? Sir, this is for the don't stick pineapples up your asshole bill." "Oh, that's crazy. But literally never heard. I'm pretty sure my staff has done a wicked job putting this bill together. Something pens, and I'm great, and things like that. Oh yeah, this sign, don't care to read. There you go." Like, yeah, fuck off, bro.
Okay. And signs.
Every single executive
every
order that Trump was
single
given,
one.
he
Same
looks.
thing with Biden.
and
That-
he-
and-
now-
and-
But you know what? That's like no offense, we're pushing back and forth. This is how it's always going to be. What was it? I think it was like Teddy Roosevelt or something. It was one of them fucking base ass presidents. It was like, if mail was brought to him sealed, he would be upset. It's just like, you're wasting my time. How am I supposed to, like, if this isn't pressing and you're bringing me this letter without first reading it and telling me what's in it, you're wasting my time, right? Like, you should be coming to me with things and letters that I need to read or I need to deal with. It's going to be the same thing with like paperwork and shit like this. There's nothing wrong with having a team that puts together an executive order for you. There's not even necessarily anything wrong with not knowing fully what's in the fucking thing. We should want that. But there's a lot of shit that is going on that you might have to tackle. So if you go and you go, hey, I need you to write me a bill on, we're no longer going to allow people to stick their dicks in electrical outlets, okay? I need you to go write me a bill about this, and I want it kind of concrete, and I'll sign it. Somebody's going to go off, write that bill, going to work with the team, get it kind of signed, figure out what they need to do, legally speaking, and shit like that. And eventually they're going to bring you a bill that you can sign that makes it illegal to stick your dick in an electrical outlet. There's nothing wrong with you not personally writing that thing or knowing all the ins and outs of it. That's okay, because that's what these fucking teams are for.
It's not true. People at home can go and look it up. I've looked it up before our stream. We watched them where Biden will explain it exactly, because I had the same question. Is it normal that some fucking weirdo is explaining to you your own executive order while you're sitting there looking like a lizard with a fucking throat vagina, like trying to figure out what you're even supposed to sign? Like, it's not normal. I'm sorry. Nothing about the Trump admin is normal with regards to this.
You can say all those mean things. He's still your president.
I will, for now.
He's still your president.
Vance has got his eyes on that. Vance has got his eyes on that.
And he was your president twice, baby.
Well, maybe. But a lot of Trump's believe 3 times.
Girl,
so,
stop.
Nah. Who knows?
We saw that. We saw with Democrats. With
Sussy.
There's a reason we have term limits. Is thanks to Democrats overstaying.
Sure. Well, winning elections, right?
Winning elections,
yeah. Winning elections, right?
Sure, 3 terms.
Wait, can I get you on the record right now? It won't happen because I'm going to survive the whole term. If Trump were to run again, you would like completely disavow that, right? You'd say this is absolutely not okay.
I've already did that.
Oh, what?
I said I don't think there should be more than 2 terms.
bets.
He's already served his 2 terms, and I love the guy.
I said you would disavow it. You would say Trump should
I already
not.
said
if he runs a 3rd term, I don't support him.
I said he should not.
If they run a disabled, trans, black, non-binary woman as the Democrat and Trump runs again, I would vote for the disabled, trans, non-binary Democrat in the wheelchair.
I would not vote. I mean, why is the option so? I just wouldn't vote.
Okay, close enough, I guess. Have you ever seen anything, if you had to choose an action comparable to a president going on social media and announcing who he wants indicted and announcing the attorney that he wants to indict them, what is the comparable behavior here on the Democrat side?
Joe Biden weaponized his entire Justice Department to go after Trump for 4 years.
Okay, so I didn't hear anything specific.
Melania Trump's panty drawer.
Melania.
At Mar-a-Lago.
Holy shit, it's 5 o'clock already. All right, stream. Peace out. Much love.